This is a quick video investigating a defect with a Neewer NW700 microphone. The one I'm using here, this black one, is a new replacement which I was sent directly from Neewer. I had contacted them recently because the first microphone I bought as part of this whole kit from an eBay seller produced no sound when used with the XLR cable to a digital recorder. It would, however, give sound when used with the supplied XLR to 3.5mm cable, but that's not the way I wanted to use it. By a protracted investigation, I found that there was if I added a link from pin 1 of the XLR connector to the XLR ground, it would make the microphone work. So let's go over to the original microphone, the white one, and demonstrate the problem. Now with the link in, this microphone does work. I could have carried on this way, but of course I wanted the problem solved. So top marks to Neewer for sending out a replacement promptly. Now let's have a look inside this microphone to see what caused the problem. Okay, so let's have a look inside the defective microphone. Now I don't know what's in here, I've never taken one of these apart before. Let's have a look. Okay, that's the end piece. Oh, that came apart quite easily. So there are 3 cables inside. There's no obvious defect. I'm almost tempted to take apart the new one to have a look, see if there's a difference. What do you think? Should I do that? Now a brief look at the wiring on both microphones might imply they're completely different, but actually that's in part because the connectors are opposite ways round. When you put both microphones side by side, you can see that they are essentially the same, but there is a connection missing on the black wire going to pin 1, so that's effectively what I was doing when I put the link into the connector at the end. So since we're in the studio now rather than the workshop, I get to try out my new miniature soldering iron, and we're going to solder the missing connection from the black wire here to pin 1. It looks like it might have been soldered at one time, but the solder was just not, the connection was not made to a high standard, so it fell off. So I'm going to solder that back on as soon as my soldering iron is up to a sensible temperature. Okay, now we have a good quality connection between pin 1 of the XLR socket and the black wire. I'm reasonably confident that that will solve the problem. We'll test it in a moment. I've yet to find out how to switch this soldering iron off, and the only easy way seems to be to unplug it, so we'll do that. Now let's unplug the connector from the working microphone and try it on this hopefully repaired one. And now, yes, we're working without my bodge wire fitted. That's marvellous. Now I'll reassemble the microphone. There's a notch here which identifies which is the front of the microphone, because this is the face you speak to. So what's handy about this now is I have a spare microphone which I can use in the workshop when I want to do some teardowns and stuff in the workshop. However, I don't have any kind of microphone holder for this at the moment, so I'll have to think of some solution to that. But that's nice, because Neewer didn't ask for the defective microphone back, so this is one I can keep, which is a nice freebie. As well as excellent after-sales service from Neewer, I must say the NW700 microphones are excellent for YouTubers and the like. Really good value for money, and I would highly recommend one.